Hey, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the channel. As always, it is Nick here, back with your daily crypto news and analysis. And today we are going to be talking about Stellar and XLM. So with that being said, I hope that you're all having a beautiful day or a beautiful night wherever you guys are out there in the world. So Paris Blockchain Week has been a very big event that has just recently commenced. A lot of great information coming out around this space from that event. A lot of great projects like Stellar were represented in very, very good fashion. And it's only a matter of time. When I say that, it's only a matter of time before people actually take utility serious. There was a great insight really kind of put on the idea of investment, where money's kind of flowing into, and what's really going to be happening over the course of the next couple weeks, months, and years ahead. Now, head of investments at the Stellar Development Foundation, Daniel Casanas, was actually represented at Paris Blockchain Week. Now, this was fully focused on a keynote regarding the transformative power of investing in builders reshaping everyday financial services. To most people, and I even see it right now around XLM, like they're only focused on the price action of the underlying asset. Oh, XLM is not, being utilized because it's just going sideways in price action. And even when it comes to XRP or QNT or HBAR, you name it, right? These are utility projects. Utility right now doesn't really matter to majority of this space because they're still looking at the speculative prices. They're still looking at the meme coins, and it is what it is. But we truly are about to see this entire space change, especially with regulations. Regulations will change this space overnight. Not a lot of people are actually paying attention to what matters right now. In an era where the industry evolves rapidly, Daniel underscored the critical role of investors in championing builders, driving innovation forward. And yes, if we actually look at where investment is going right now, especially even from the institutional side of things, it's going towards utility. It's not going towards, meme coins, because they see this as a long game. Everyone is looking at this space and they're like, all right, well, XLM should have been this much by now, right? Or why isn't XRP breaking out when we have this meme coin going up 9,000%? We're constantly in this game of comparison, right? We're comparing these utility projects to illiquid trash. When it comes to Stellar, they are building constantly, 24/7. Over here, there was another great insight from Stellar. It was actually Danielle Dixon. Now, this is the CEO of Cheesecake Labs posting this. He's also an integration partner, but we have inspiring opening keynote from Stellar Org CEO Danielle Dixon. Banks are not solving financial inclusion. This is where blockchain can be leveraged to solve real problems. Now, this was the presentation here. We have keynote, Are You Listening? Building Trust and Innovation. And on the other slide here, we have the impact of banking the unbanked, solving for financial inclusion. And we have global unbanked, over 1.4 billion people, over 50% women, 25 million unbanked and underbanked in the US. And we also have Gen Z and millennials. High cost of living is the top societal concern. 50% say they live paycheck to paycheck. And when we think about this, right, there's a lot of families that are receiving money, sending money, and it's extremely expensive. In a world where every single dollar counts, why are we still sending and receiving payments on antiquated rails? It makes no sense. But also, as we really look at financial inclusion and innovation, banks are not solving anything. This really is where blockchain-based companies take the lead. But also crypto, blockchain, DLT, it's the missing piece that was always missing from the internet because nobody thought that the internet would be this big and heavily adopted as it is. So now the digital payments networks of the future are here building and becoming a reality. Stellar has a massive shoe to fill when it comes to this. But so does a lot of these other great projects in the space, like Ripple with XRP, for an example. But XLM is just as big, and I really do think that everyone should focus on XLM. Now, outside of this, we also have over here, at Stellar, we're focused on financial accessibility. If you want to build for that, we're with you. The big focus from Stellar at this event was not only embracing utility, but it was also embracing the idea of financial inclusion. Remember that Stellar has always been a P2P first network. They are here for remittances, P2P payments. This has always been their focus. So when we think about that, right? Where do you see the world in the next couple years? Well, I look at Stellar, and if this is going to be a network that is going to be utilized heavily around P2P, which so far it already is, MoneyGram is a global adopted giant when it comes to P2P and remittances. If Stellar is going to be as big as it's going to be, in my opinion, then I don't see how anyone is going to be able to ignore XLM and Stellar in the future. Because the network is only continuing to expand rapidly through a lot of these builders really kind of building out these solid applications and use cases. And then you also have Sorbonne. Smart contracts on Stellar is a game changer. But talking about some of these projects and talking about what's happening around Stellar, you can clearly see the future that is being created here. But also over here, the truth is everything that's important and necessary to actually bring this technology to people is available on Stellar. That's not the case for other chains. Remember, this is also what sets Stellar apart from the rest. When you look at the clawback amendment that came to the XRP ledger, right? Stellar already had that. I always bring this up because Franklin Templeton, which is a well-known and very large institutional player, they saw that Stellar had that clawback amendment already implemented. They were like, all right, well, this is a feature that we 100% need to be compliant. Regulators are making sure of that. So we need to ensure that we have that in place if we are going to tap into one of these networks. And that's where Franklin Templeton saw Stellar and said, all right, we're using this. And that's why tokenization on Stellar right now is also a big deal to me, because Franklin Templeton is one of many that are probably eyeing the space and waiting to launch their next tokenization endeavor, because tokenization is red hot. But outside of this, right, there's two projects that recently made it to the mainnet. Band Protocol, which we've talked about in the past, right? This is a big one. Just recently made it to mainnet on April 9th. Again, this is all through Sorbonne. And even if we go over here, we can see what this is actually becoming. This is more so pioneering Oracle integration on Stellar smart contracts, advancing interoperability for non-EVM layer ones. Now, this is all based around interoperability. Band has been building on Stellar for a while. I think it's like almost a year. Yeah, May of 2023, so it's almost a year now. But this is all through interoperability, right? Really kind of making sure that these networks can communicate with one another, can be bridged easily. This truly is something that I've been focused on, even when it comes to any project in this space. I'm not heavily like looking at this space and saying, oh, you know, competition is 100% needed. Like, there's a lot of these networks, they don't really need to compete. They could easily complement each other. That's why when we look at something like this that is embracing interoperability between multiple networks, I'm very excited about it. So I think that this is a big deal, and we could even see, you know, integration. Band Protocol is now part of the Stellar Sorbonne testnet as an initial Oracle provider. The Stellar Community Fund has backed the integration, leveraging Sorbonne to enhance Stellar smart contracts compatibility. So Band's Oracle service is specifically designed for Stellar's unique non-EVM blockchain architecture. And then the benefits: boost security and functionality of smart contracts and applications within Stellar smart contracts. Also grants developers access to real-time cross-chain data for innovative application development. So this is definitely going to boost development, really kind of boost adoption as well, probably. And some of the benefits are going to happen around the actual network as well, and the smart contract layer, which is going to be very, very exciting for the entire ecosystem. Again, these are great endeavors, but one that recently got announced was Cables Finance. Now, this one was initially on Avalanche, and now it's also on Stellar. Now, the big thing to focus on with Cables Finance is what they are doing. The launch of Cables Finance on the Stellar network represents something special. It's a moment where traditional finance and blockchain technology converge, strengthening the Stellar ecosystem and democratizing global financial access. Guys, this is the first DEX to launch on Sorbonne, and it's bringing FX on chain with Cables. We go over to Cables right now, moving the world's largest market to the blockchain. Guys, FX, go back to December of 2022. This is from the BIS. $7.5 trillion per day turnover rate in the global FX market. We know that FX is slowly but surely moving on chain. This is something that is very, very exciting. $7.5 trillion per day is no joke, and Cables is very ambitious about bringing this on chain. We could even see more than just an exchange. Cables is revolutionizing the aging and monopolized foreign exchange industry and strengthen the young cryptocurrency trading industry by bringing blockchain rails to the FX market and FX liquidity and trading products to the stablecoin market. And we do know that the FX market itself, especially a lot of these exchanges right around the FX market, they're running on antiquated rails. They're extremely, outdated, and they are definitely monopolized, right? So as we really think about this, blockchain stands at the forefront of this to become a big rail for the FX market. And Stellar, come on, you can't make this up. Stellar is a big player when it comes to liquidity, trading, and settlement. Very exciting about this. Very excited about this. It's a very exciting announcement itself. And we have Cables exist at the intersection of the maturing centralized exchange industry and the growing decentralized exchange industry as well. By bridging established centralized technology with the transparency and efficiency of decentralized technologies, Cables is able to create a blended, balanced, and trusted ecosystem for finance to be executed on chain. And we can see some of the partners here. You can also see the DEX itself and then also the bridge, which again, here you have the idea of cross-chain interoperability. These bridges are big, and this allows you to transition from Avalanche to Ethereum, Avalanche to Stellar, you name it. This is a big deal. So very excited about this. The overall UI behind this looks very clean, by the way. You can launch the app on their website. This is pretty much what it looks like. Now, again, is it available in all areas? Not right now, but I do love the UI. I think that this is great. And with regulations and stuff like that, things around access are going to change over time. But you can see all the pairs here. And I think that this is definitely going to be something very exciting, especially for Stellar, because we already know that Stellar versus Avalanche, Stellar is the better settlement platform simply because of the fees, the time, and just the efficiency. But we also got a little bit of a breakdown from Stellar behind this. If you guys do want to go check this out, they have it already on their website. Regardless, it's fully focused on providing liquidity to FX trading, democratizing access to financial services globally as well, making sure that, inclusivity is a big focus for Stellar. So they want to make sure that there is access to FX trading and FX markets in a non-monopolized way. So very exciting stuff. And I really do think that these are the big projects that we needed for Stellar and for a lot of these ecosystems. I mean, again, I can't tell you guys enough when we really look at what's happening right now, especially around the Stellar Community Fund. I do think that Stellar is about to wake up in a very, very large way because, that fund, they even say here that it plays a crucial role in encouraging further adoption, having already dispersed over 15 million from the 100 million adoption fund and supported more than 180 projects. this is one of those projects. So I'm very excited about something like this, especially when it's disrupting a $7.5 trillion per day market like this. I'm telling you guys, a lot of people are asleep at the wheel when we are starting to see these big moves being made by projects like Stellar, and a lot of people are just not ready for what's happening right now. So definitely focus on the big picture here, and definitely listen in and look at some of these events, because these events are very big to really kind of get a grasp at what these projects are focused on, what the teams behind these projects are focused on, and I'm very excited about this. Let me know what you guys think down in the comments below, though. I'd love to hear your thoughts. If you guys did enjoy the video, definitely leave a like, subscribe, turn notifications on because more free content. Because I'm more welcome to follow me on Twitter and join the free Discord in the description below. And with that being said, guys, it's been Nick. Thanks for watching. Peace out.